So how do you respond when somebody asks you the question, how are you? This is Adrian Ding, and I want to welcome you guys to a brand new year. This is 2019, and I'm sure after all the holidays, a lot of people will ask you when you get back to the office or when you meet up with friends, how are you? And I want to ask you, what is the best way to respond when asked that question? Well, there are three suggestions that I have. The first one, many times people will normally say, I'm okay, I'm good, which is kind of lukewarm, which is kind of like coffee. Coffee is good if it's really, really hot, and coffee is just as good if it's very cold, but it's never good if it's lukewarm. So by saying I'm okay, you're lukewarm. You're neither good nor bad, so it's kind of gray, right? The second way to respond when asked that question is, I'm great, and sometimes we say that because it's like a facade, sometimes it's just like we say that for the sake of saying it, but it's not really an accurate representation of how we feel on the inside. So I'm here to suggest the third option, and probably this is the best way I know how. When asked the question, how are you? You can respond by saying, I'm blessed. The reason why you're blessed is because the truth is you are in a better place compared to other people. You're far more in a comfortable situation than others out there. For instance, you get to eat 3 square meals a day. Did you guys know that there are so many people out there who barely have anything to eat? My helpers, for example, they come from a province and they would rejoice if they had 1 solid meal a day, and if they had soy sauce and some Coca-Cola to mix it up just to make it tasty. For them, it's a fiesta. And yet you and I, sometimes we complain about the meals that we have every single day. We always complain that it's always the same, but we have no idea that there are people out there who are starving in the streets. You're blessed because the truth is you get to travel. Some of you are still on holiday. Some of you drive a car, and some of you take the train, for example. But did you guys know that there are actually young students out there that when they get back to school this January, they're going to have to cross a river which is about 1 kilometer long, and they have to wear their skirts and they have to hold on to this rope and just cross and cross to get to the other side. And here you are complaining about the traffic, when the truth is you're blessed because you're comfortable inside a car. You're upset about the bad roads that we have, but at least you get there in one piece, while others out there have to crawl and walk 1 step at a time to get to their destination. You're blessed. You're blessed because you're healthy, whole, and strong. The truth is you complain about your health because you're always saying, I'm going to go on a diet and I'm going to start eating right, I'm going to lose the bulge and some inches on the sides. But you have no idea out there that there are people who are struggling in hospitals. You might be partying and feasting, but there are people out there in hospitals who haven't eaten anything. There are people out there who are very sick, and they're worried about their health, but they're also worried about their financial condition as to how they're going to be able to pay up for their hospitalization. You're in a better place compared to other people. If you've got family, you're blessed because there's so many out there who do not know who their real parents are. They haven't met their father or their mom, or they've been living with their Lolo and Lola and they don't really have a sense of family. And sometimes you complain about your children who are, running all over the place. Sometimes they're angels, but sometimes they can be monsters, but you have no idea that you're blessed because you have a family compared to others. You're blessed because you've got a job, or perhaps you've got work or a career, or perhaps you're running a business and you have no idea that there are people out there who are struggling to make ends meet. They're looking for work, but they can't seem to find one. Maybe they're struggling financially right now, but here you are. You've got a wonderful job, may not be the best company or the best situation, but at least you've got work as against nothing at all. And maybe you're running a business. Perhaps it's not as profitable as you thought it would be, but there are people out there who are in more difficult financial situations than you are. And so you are blessed. For as long as you have a roof on top of your head, you've got a family to come home to. For as long as you can wake up in the morning and breathe fresh air and your toes can touch the floor. For as long as there are people who love you, and for as long as you know that there is meaning to life, you and I, we're in a far better place compared to other people. So start being grateful for the things that you have and stop complaining about the things that you don't have, because the truth is, you're blessed. You're in a better place compared to other people. This 2019, have an attitude of gratitude. So the next time somebody asks you the question, how are you? What's the best way to respond? Simply tell them from the heart, with your eyes and a smile on your face, I'm blessed. Because the truth is, you're blessed. This is Adrian Ding, wishing you guys a blessed 2019 ahead of you. Have a great day, everybody. God bless.